Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Makael. We are back with another video. Hope you guys are enjoying the start to the weekend. Hopefully I am, because it's not Friday yet, but hopefully I am enjoying the start to the weekend. Please make sure you start this video off by clicking the thumbs up button, which is called the like button, and share this video to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, or wherever you choose to share our videos. I know I haven't said that in a long time, but just in case you forgot, I just wanted to remind you to like and share our videos. Thank you. If you're watching us for the first time, please click the subscribe button, or at least I do hope that by the end of this video you click the subscribe button. I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. It's no longer called sponsors, they are called memberships. So shout out to all of those who are members of the Scorpion Show. We are going to do our first live show or live stream, and we haven't done a live stream in about 2 months. So we're going to do our live stream next Wednesday. So make sure you are here at 6 p.m. We're going to do our membership live stream. So we're going to talk. I'm going to have the phone lines open the whole show because we haven't talked to you guys in a while. And I do want to say thank you to those who remain members while we were away planning for our first live show. And now we're in the second phase of preparing for our second live show, which I'm so excited about. So if you are not a sponsor, if you're not a member to the Scorpion Show channel, it's $4.99 a month. So if you would like to support our channel, please become a member today. And we have an important phone call, so we have to take this.
Who is that?
I'll tell you in a second. I'll just hit start again.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sorry that we had to take a pause for the calls because we had to get some info and some stuff. But so yeah, we're going to be doing a live show, a second live show soon. But we'll give y'all the details when it happens, and we'll give you guys months in advance to get yourselves ready for that. So moving on, as we all know, the death of Aretha Franklin. A lot of people have spoken out. I've watched interviews with Smokey Robinson, Stevie Wonder, Gladys Knight, Jennifer Holliday. Oh, I've been watching a bunch of interview clips on YouTube, and everyone has been telling interesting stories. And as you guys know, on the end of the last video that we did, we were talking about maybe going to Detroit. Well, we won't be able to go to Detroit this time, but you know, we are in negotiations on doing a road trip video, going to a city. We don't know where we're going to go. Maybe you guys can leave in the comments where we should take a road trip to. Because you know we've never done a road trip together, and that would be fun. So y'all leave in the comments where we should take a road trip to. And if it ain't far enough, or you know, wherever, we'll decide on another date. But Aretha Franklin's memorial, she's gonna have 2 days where she lies in state. Not lying in state, but she's going to be lying in the Charles H. Wright Museum in Detroit. And then on the following day, she's going to be another viewing at a church. This is for the workers who won't have the time to view Aretha, so they'll be able to see her for 4 hours, from 12 to 4. Everybody that's been it's at the...
Wait, say this again?
It's at the family church.
Bethel.
I don't know the name.
That is the name.
Yeah, it's the family church. And then...
So, the viewing, because I missed the part where you said about the 4 hours. The viewing, the 2 days for the viewing, and then what did you say after that?
And then the next day is going to be a special viewing just for the people that's been working.
Okay.
Or the people from the church, because you know they're all getting things together. Like
so she's definitely going to lie in state at her church, at her home church.
Yeah, and those are for people that's working and people that know her privately, that's been, you know,
and members of the church.
Yeah, working at the museum.
Because the what's the name is not going to be, the funeral is not going to be at her home church because it's not big enough.
Correct. So that her funeral is going to be on Friday, next Friday, and it's going to be at 10 o'clock in Detroit. So, but the day before her funeral, they're going to have a memorial, like at an amphitheater, I believe, and there's going to be 24 people, 24 acts out there. That's something that I would really love to see. So you're going to have the Four Tops, who are also from Detroit, Gladys Knight, Johnny Gill, Ron Osley, Kiki Shear from one of the Clark sisters' daughters. That's Karen's daughter. Kurt Carr, he don't have the band no more. Jean Carn, I never heard of her. Doug Carn, never heard of him.
Doug
Carn.
Yeah. What? I never heard of him.
Ronnie McNair, L.J. Reynolds, Tasha Page Lockhart, heard of her from Sunday's Class. Didi Bridgewater, Dr. Bobby Jones, he's still around. Jennifer Lewis, George Faison, Angie Stone, Raheem DeVaughn, Gracie Franklin, Eddie
Jennifer
Franklin.
Lewis, the actress?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Eddie Franklin, Victory Franklin, Santine Jackson, Santita Jackson. Can you see that?
Yeah. Oh,
Ralph Armstrong Band and the Curtin Brantley Band. I don't know none of those people, but except for the granddaughter. If your last name Franklin, you're part of the family.
Yeah.
So I know that Victory Franklin is her granddaughter, and I seen a video of her singing "Take Me to the King." I didn't like it, but she can sing.
Not everybody.
Yeah, because if you're gonna sing "Take Me to the King," you gotta go off like Tamala, because Tamala goes the fuck off.
So you wouldn't be able to tell if Victory was a Franklin or not, but at least
not from that video, but from other videos.
she can sing.
She got it, but not like a grandmother.
No,
but she got it.
No, nobody ever had it like a grandmother got it. But her grandmother probably told her, "You'll never have it like that. Never. But you sound good." I can see Aretha telling her that. Yes.
That is so shit. She probably was getting on her house.
Oh, trust me. Yeah.
All them stories. Oh, I know she got stories. For
So
days.
the list of Jennifer Hudson and all of them is going to be at the actual funeral.
And that's the funeral that I hope down the limit you're going to have to work your way into their family and get them to air this, because I want to see it. And I want to hear Shirley Caesar sing. Who else is on that list for the funeral? This is for the funeral. Stevie Wonder, Faith Hill. I don't know where the fuck y'all. Let me stop, because the last person yesterday, where y'all find her from? Oh, everybody went off on Lovey, who was talking about Tevin Campbell.
Well, Faith Hill is big in the country.
But why is she singing? Never mind.
Well, Faith Hill can sing.
I know she got a song with Aretha, but all right.
And you got to throw somebody in there, you know.
Of color. I mean,
yeah, well, of color. No, of color. Because they the only ones that turn blue, red, gray, whatever. You know, we stay black when we sick. They turn blue when they're cold, red when they're hot.
Oh, I was not
and
ready
pale
for
when they're dead. So, the person of color.
Ronald Osby again.
And where did they find him?
Shaka Khan, Fantasia,
Right.
Jennifer Hudson, Yolanda Adams,
Yep.
Shirley Caesar,
That's right.
the Clark sisters,
Yeah, now.
Jennifer Holliday,
That's right.
Tasha Cobb Leonard, Marvin Sapp, the Williams brothers, Vanessa Bell Calloway. I didn't know she could sing. Aubrey Dubois Harris, Alice McAllister Tillman, Edward Franklin, Aretha Franklin Orchestra.
That doesn't say Vanessa Bell Calloway. That says
Oh,
Vanessa Bell
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that one can sing her
I've never
ass
heard of her.
off. Oh,
Yeah, I never heard of her. I have to Google her.
have you ever
Why
seen?
that's like
Have
Vanessa?
you ever seen the Women Abuse the Place? No,
No, that sounds too old.
The Oprah and Robin Givens and all of them.
Never seen it.
Okay.
Don't judge me. See, I'm not one of the girls.
And I'm only asking you that because there's a scene in that movie where Vanessa Bell Armstrong is singing in the church. Oh, Mother can sing.
Okay.
She's in the gospel community. Mother can sing.
Yeah, Vanessa Bell Armstrong.
It's a
Not
Calloway.
Calloway.
That's why I looked and said Calloway. She ain't no singer.
Edward Franklin. Or
That's I can find her in the diner.
who? Oh yes, he did.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The way he slapped her and she did a back flip.
Yeah. Hello?
You only got to hit me but one time.
You only got to hit me but one time, and that was for Tina. He only got to hit me for one time, bitch, and I'm out that fucking door.
Yeah, it is not alright to let a motherfucker
let a motherfucker pound on you.
She got
Not alright to let a motherfucker pound on you. Fuck you think this is? It's not alright.
hit the king and bitch, he slapped the shit out of her.
Yeah.
And then she went on to say that he really slapped her in that part right
Well,
there.
listen, this is her.
She probably was getting on his nerves. She black? Oppie.
Yeah.
Now who's Vanessa Bell Armstrong?
She's singing on the show. This is all we just.
I've never seen this movie.
Yeah, it's all we used to come on.
Is that JK? She looked like she's playing the same role.
Oh, Sophia. This
Sophia.
was right after The Color Purple.
She better sing. Come on, she can sing.
She's like a character from Arthur.
Oh yes, Muffy. Not Muffy. What's the black girl? DW. You tried it because you know we already getting called all kinds of names.
Who's getting called all kinds of names? Us? Well, I mean, it is what it is.
And just to finish, the Aretha Franklin Orchestra and the Aretha Franklin Celebration Choir. I didn't even know she had her own orchestra and a choir. Celebration Choir.
The Celebration, no.
Or is that her?
No, that's not her choir. A celebration choir, because we had it at my church for our organist who passed. A celebration choir is just the choir that's there
for her.
It's basically the choir that's going to be performing.
Okay, yeah, because you know I'm from the Catholic Church. So
yeah,
you
don't
know,
know, y'all.
I don't know.
It's alright.
And you know I don't even like to say I'm from the Catholic Church because then they start asking you questions.
And it's funny because a celebration choir for an individual is usually, sometimes it's just designated to an important individual.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Leonard at our church, he was the organist for over 50 years, and
yes,
we had a celebration choir for him because he was a very important person who never missed a day in 50-something years. So we had a big celebration choir, and it was different churches that he played for
that came
as one at his. Oh, I tell you, I wish I would have recorded at his funeral.
Yeah. First of all, let me tell y'all, Makael's choir got a little bit of old, like, I mean, you first of all, when you look at them, you shouldn't judge the book by the cover. But they come from all walks of life. And it's not a rude person on the choir. Jeez, they walk in, they sing, but when they sang or when they entered that song, and then he got his the sister-in-law, Gracious, running the choir. All she do is this. She's not really doing the work. They are.
She's singing. Oh, she sing back up Patty. I told you that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
She's a singer too.
But look, she don't be singing in there. I don't hear her sing. She be telling, she be like Kurt Franklin. Someone asks a question.
Yeah.
Why do we sing? Why? When we lift our hands, that's what she do.
Yeah, but the
choir, wait. If you've never been to 54th and Vine,
that's not the name of my church.
I know, but that's what I like to call St. Joseph Baptist Church, located at 54th and Vine. The service still starting at 10 or it started at 11? Service starts at 11. I thought some hours would be 10.
Oh, okay.
Service starts at 11. Please come on down. Because that choir, they sang, and you know me, I don't get up and all that, but when I tell you, they hit my spirit, they make me cry, they are a good choir. So shout out to the celebration. But then with them, and then you said they had a blend of
because
other choirs.
He played for different churches on the days that he was not scheduled to play for us. He played for different churches, so they got all the churches that he played for.
Well, they had to rehearsal for that.
Oh, and even during rehearsal, it was just like, bitch, I know when it comes the day of his funeral, y'all go, and they killed. Not to mention with my pastor singing too, you know he's singing, so it's like, bitch. And then what really, it was like I was so into it at his funeral that it's always the best you don't record. It's like, why? And at the end, my pastor started singing, it's this song called Bright Crown. It's an old gospel song. And he started singing that as they were taking his body out, rolling out the church, and then they started singing When We All Get to Heaven. It was going off. I mean, the family and the casket and half the church was already out the door, and they was still in there singing. We were outside, you could still hear them in the singing. I said, y'all better sing for Mr. Leonard. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it.
Yes, you are, and I can see the hair.
Because that day, it was like, this is how your homegoing service is supposed to be when you've left an impact on people. And it was amazing. It was so amazing. It was so amazing. And it's really, I'm really getting goosebumps thinking about it. Like, Mr. Leonard did that. He did that in heaven. He did that.
So I want y'all to do me a favor. For those who go to the Aretha Franklin, either you go to the memorial or if you go view her body, please send me the video. Because I would love to,
I don't think they're going to allow you to.
I mean, like, even if they outside.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even if they outside.
Oh, they're outside, but I doubt if they allow you to record inside because you don't want anybody getting kicked out.
No. But I mean, at the memorial, I mean, it's at a park. So I mean,
that. No, the viewing of her body, I don't think they'll let you.
But even outside, because I know there's going to be pictures, all kinds of people were holding flyers with pictures of her or them with her. Please, please, please. Can you be a correspondent, a Detroit correspondent for the Scorpion Show, filming something from the days of her at the museum, the day of the memorial show, and maybe after the funeral, if you get like the you know how they ride the body out the church or whatever.
The hearse.
Yes, if you could get that, like I would love to have it and air it on our show, and I would really appreciate it. So all those who are from Detroit, because when I posted like Aretha Franklin road trip, people would hit me up everywhere. Even Devontae, because you know he's from Detroit. It's like, bitch, y'all gonna pick me up? No, how about you drive? You
I really still want to go, but it's like
I can't even tell you all the reason why, but
Mikael gotta get that money. It's like,
y'all wonder why he didn't go to Cleveland that day.
Cleveland where?
To the opening show.
Oh no, that wasn't. Oh yeah,
was it Cleveland?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think it was Cleveland. I don't remember, but yeah. So we're gonna move on from Aretha Franklin. Let's talk to something y'all like to talk about. Nicki Minaj. Now, I mean, because y'all really like to talk about Nicki. So, Nicki Minaj has canceled her Nicki Hendrix tour in its future. Nicki Minaj's explanation of why this show is canceled is because...
Well, canceled or postponed? Because she's supposed to be
the tour right now is canceled. Well, the remaining tour, the first leg is canceled. Mm-hmm. The show is really going to start now in February when she's doing the European tour. But she does have a show, I believe, in Australia. She said that's in January. That's still going to happen. And then the show that was supposed to start next month will be starting in May. So that's like 9 months away. Mm-hmm. Or 10, 9 months, whatever. So this is her reason why. Because she was still recording her album Queen, because she pushed it back and she didn't have time to rehearse. So this is the reason why she is pushing the dates back to the tour. Now this is my thing. Nicki, if you really wanted to push the tour back, why would you put post out asking would y'all be cool if I push the dates back or whatever? Like I remember seeing this. Now this is off the top of my head. Now I didn't go look for the picture. But she was talking about like maybe I should push it back. Some people were for it and some people weren't for it. Just like she put a poll out, should I push the album back one time because she wanted a certain song on her album. But clearly she didn't push it back. It still came out, it just came out late. 12 hours late. Now Nicki Minaj, you know we be getting on you. It's no hate coming from our channel. A lot of people think that we hate Nicki Minaj.
Well, they used to say the same thing about Rihanna.
Yeah.
They used to think we hated her too.
Yeah, it's no reason to hate anybody. But let me tell you something. I can see through the bullshit.
I think we all can.
Yeah. And what I did was I looked at those tour dates. I looked at them and I looked through certain cities, and especially the first city, which was in Baltimore. And Baltimore is not a big arena. And it was not sold out. Now, you know like how you go look at a certain show, like how I've been looking at Janet Jackson's show because it's coming to Atlantic City on October 2nd. Mm-hmm. And if the seats are blue, that means nobody bought a ticket. Mm-hmm. But if they're red, those are resale tickets. Mm-hmm. And I saw nothing but blue seats. And very few resale tickets of people who purchased the ticket but are reselling it for a higher price. Kind of like a vendor. I mean, you know how they scalper prices. So Nicki tour wasn't really selling. So if your tickets aren't really selling, who wants to be performing in an empty arena? Because the first thing people are going to do is they're going to take pictures like, bitch, Nicki, this is her first show, and look, nobody's here. And then it's not only a bad look for Nicki Minaj, it's also a bad look for Future. Because you would think that two of the biggest hip-hop artists right now, y'all should be selling out everywhere. Everybody should be going to the Nicki Hendrix store. Mm-hmm. There should be no reason why not one ticket is sold or the only tickets available should be at the top. Now, I'm not saying, Nicki, if you, see this is what I'm talking about that rehearsal stuff. If you took time away from trying to be a radio DJ or disc jockey doing this Queen radio stuff, you would have a lot of time to be rehearsing for your tour. But you're going on the radio, you're doing radio shows every other day, or at least that seemed that way to me. You could be rehearsing all those days. And if you took time away from Twitter, tweeting about Safari and he ain't shit, and if you took away time from that, you would have a whole lot of time and energy into this tour. Even while you're recording, you can also be rehearsing for your other songs, because you got about 50 fucking songs out, and you're only doing 12 new songs. So how long do you need to rehearse for those new songs? That's if you even perform all of those songs. Because most people perform all of their hits and the singles from their album, and maybe like 2 or 3, 4 album cuts. Yeah. So this is just like, I'm like, Nicki, you're not focused. First of all, your album didn't even come out on time. Then your album, when it was supposed to come out, it still didn't come out on time. And then you're blaming people on why the album is not #1 instead of just doing better. Just do better. So now you got another 9 months to sell tickets. And when this tour starts in May 9th, 2019, there should not be a reason why this show isn't sold out. When the tickets go on resale again, not unless you're, I think everybody who purchased tickets got their money back, not unless they're waiting for the new dates. And Nicki said that's in May. I'm just not here for the excuses anymore. Nicki, I just want you to get your shit together and be focused. Right. I don't need to hear the fans saying like, oh, you're a hater. No, I'm not a hater. I can just tell you I can smell bullshit when I smell bullshit. And that's why, and you know, again, I don't go back and forth with the Nicki fans. Like, I'm really too old to be disliking or hating somebody. I'm too old for that. I'm 33. Bitch, I'll be 34 in November. I'm old.
Oh my God.
I'm old. Nicki's older than me, okay?
I didn't know you were 33.
I'm 33. Y'all know I fell. I just want Nicki to be focused, get that shit together.
I just wish that some artists would simply shut up about what they're doing. Keep quiet about what they're doing. Do it, plan it, rehearse, do whatever you have to do, and then when everything is 100% ready, then release and talk about it. Like, I'm not gonna say it, but
because you're not going to say you're comparing to everybody.
Well, but you have to compare with the best. This particular person, I'm not saying no names, does not do any of that. For a year, maybe 2, they're making music. You don't hear about it. They're rehearsing. You don't hear about it.
Yeah.
They're planning. You don't hear about it. And then the minute that they're ready, that's when you hear about it.
Yeah, and when they rehearse,
and you don't have
16 hours a day.
And you don't have anybody saying, "Oh, we're going to cancel this date because we're not selling or we're not ready." Whether they're selling or not, it's going to happen because they know that it's going to keep selling.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, and I hate to throw this out about our show. It's kind of like our show,
right?
Because when we wasn't doing, when we were planning for the show, and we gave you a months and months and months and months, live show, months and months and months in advance. There would be times when Makael look at me and be like, "Bitch, I haven't sold a ticket in 3 weeks. I don't know what the fuck was going on." You know, I had to get on the horns like, "Bitch, I don't know." Right. But 2 weeks, tickets start selling, tickets start selling, tickets start selling. The 1 week later, tickets start selling even more. Oh my God, the week of, ticket sales, ticket sales, ticket sales. And then the day of the show, we still sold tickets at the door. I know people can be, late on a lot of stuff. But Nicki, come on, don't give me...
Because if you have to then postpone, then that means that you and your team are realizing that something is not working the way y'all thought it was going to work.
Yeah.
And granted, people say all the time when a certain someone goes on tour, "Oh, well, the tour is not selling," and I see, but then the tour still goes on.
And everybody has
a ticket.
Yeah, because there's not one dry seat that I see in Philadelphia. Okay. And we looked several times, and they kept putting...
I didn't have to look several times. He had to, because I already knew it. When I kept telling him, "Bitch, it's going to sell." Because before the show started, he kept saying, "Bitch, there's a lot of seats in here." And then when the show started, Jay-Z made sure, oops, I wasn't supposed to say who it was, but he made sure he put that spotlight on that crowd. He kept telling them, "Put the lights on the crowd," because he wanted Kevin Simmons to see the sold out.
And if it was an empty seat, that's because they snuck their asses down.
Right.
Like a lot of people do. And that's what we should do. But no, I enjoyed my seat. I didn't want to
be
on
on
the floor.
Great time.
I had a great time. Yes, we did.
And we had excellent seats.
Yes, we did. And shout out to Tamika. Like, I see all my friends. I had to see everybody. So, oh my God, it was just a good time. And I really think that I will go to the Nicki Minaj show. I've never been, but
I've seen her at Powerhouse 8 years
and she had that shit popping, I'm sure.
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Powerhouse back in 2010 here in Philly. She was the headliner, and I seen her, and she killed it. I had a great time, and at that time, I felt about her then like I feel now. And
I know.
And I had a good time to the point that I had a great time. I had a good time at the Nicki Minaj show. I really did. And that was 8 years. And to think, damn, she's been out for 8 years. Like, these years go by fast.
And she's been out 10 years.
But I'm just saying, that was 8 years ago, and she was big even then. Because she was headlining Powerhouse at that time. Wow.
Is that when you seen Beyonce at the show that time?
No, that wasn't that. That was in 08.
Before.
That was when the night Jennifer Hudson's family got killed.
Yeah, oh,
I
remember that.
That was that night.
I remember.
Because while I was at Powerhouse, the alerts was coming on my phone about her family being killed. About that they was discovering her family.
Yeah, that's the subject. Yeah. That's all right.
And that was the night of Powerhouse.
Yeah. But Nicki, get that shit together. You got 9 whole months. That means you got videos to make. I mean, because in 2018, that girl, you went in 2019, albums die after like 4 or 5 months. So what are you going to do to remain relevant and current? What are you going to do? Are you going to do re-releases? Are you going to do remixes? Like, what are you going to do? Nicki's just going to have to step it the fuck up.
Do you think she should continue to bash people?
No, because like she's too old for that, and she's looking petty and bitter. You know, bitch, we got to give the biggest slice of the cake this year to Cardi B. She's earned it. She's worked hard. And she claps back when she needs to clap back. And this year hasn't been Nicki's year. And everybody has an era where it's not their best era. But sometimes they start over. Like, come on, how many eras did Mariah Carey have?
Right.
And some people are even equating the glitter era to Nicki Minaj right now. Like, this is Nicki Minaj glitter time. Except for she didn't sell as many records as glitter. But
that's not nice.
Yes, I'm just saying.
That's not nice.
But I really don't want Nicki fans to think that I hear her, because I don't. And I have no reason not to hear her, but I know bullshit when I see it. And I just want Nicki to step it the fuck up. You doing shit like whole nigga of the week and all, like, come on, do Queen shit. Like,
well, maybe this radio show that she has will help in this coming months, help sell her album. Help sell her tour. Because maybe she will find better success on the tour.
As a DJ.
Because, you know, sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes the albums don't do as... Like, for instance, let's keep it all the way real. What is it? Everything is Love. People talked about it for that week. And then nobody's talking about it no more.
But,
you know what I mean?
But she's still on tour.
But the tour is what's successful. Now, even I can say that. You know what I mean? Everything is Love was not, especially for that to be their first collaborative album, it was not
the talk of the town. After June, maybe after July.
And it wasn't the talk of the town for that long after it came out.
Because that's what I said, the shelf life of an album is not that long anymore.
So what they did was, they said, you know what? We're going to go on tour first. Because that's what they did. We started the tour first. We released the album while we're on tour. And it doesn't really matter if motherfuckers like it or not, because we're on tour.
Yeah.
And people are going to buy the tickets to the tour because they want to hear their favorite songs from the album played on the song. Now, even though we're not giving them really what we want, only bits and pieces in certain cities.
She's trying.
Because one city she sang Summer, they sang Summer together. Another city they sang Black Effect. So it's like...
She knew not to sing Summer in Philly, because I wasn't here for that. I would have went back and looked at my But when she did Black Effect, I love that. That's one of my favorite songs. Now, what else are y'all going to do from the album? I want to know, will we get more videos, anything, something?
Who, from Jay-Z and Beyonce?
Yes.
I think the video things is...
I just don't want them to, I don't want them to just let their first album die.
They're not going to have time to make a video.
Well, the tour was over.
Yeah. But then after the tour, who's going to want to see a video?
Yeah. You know, maybe I ask her when I go to the Made in America Festival. I'm like, what are y'all doing? I'm going to have to be like Kelly. Like, come on now, y'all can't do this. Y'all can't just release something and then let it die. Like, come on. So
I have to pee too.
I have to pee too. Oh, you know what?
You know this is our
That's
age.
why my leg is shaking.
You know, it's my age catching up. It's a fucking thing. I'm like, wait a minute.
All
You
right.
still sitting here holding this? Get up.
So we done. So we done with Nicki. Nicki, just step it up, baby. Countess Vaughn. This is not only for Countess Vaughn, because you know we ain't talked about her in a long time since probably R&B Divas. Countess Vaughn has been going through a domestic violence situation for over 10 years with someone.
That she's in a relationship with?
She has the baby with, yes. And recently in June, he threw bleach in her face.
What?
Preventing her from working. So she's trying to get a restraining order and all this stuff. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know how people stay in those kind of relationships. Because you only got one time to do that shit to a family member of mine.
What did she say? You only got, motherfucker only got one time.
One
Pound on me.
Yes. You really only got one time. And you better get out that relationship. I'm going to tell that person, you need to get out of that. You don't need to be in no relationship where you are being beat up.
Yeah.
Love is supposed to be love. If he's going to beat it up, he's supposed to be beating it up sexually. Not beating it up physically, as in punching you and leaving scars.
Have you ever had somebody beat you up?
I don't play those games. You know, it takes a lot to get to this. And how long does it take to get to the... Bitch, it takes a lot. You won't get there.
Where's that shot? Oh, PBS, Mr. Owl. How long does it take to get to the center of
Tootsie Roll, okay.
No, that's
You
fine.
don't need to...
That was a very, very sexual commercial. Cartoon.
One,
Well.
three. Sure. It'll take 3 seconds, I'll tell you that. Because I don't play those games, and I'm not going to play them today. So, but I tell y'all, I ain't selling nothing. I'm telling you.
You're not what? Selling.
Bitch, I wish I was, because these girls be out here getting it, bitch. You know, my body ain't together. Because you know
they got sites though where people.
but
like
I'm not
pleasantly
yeah, I know,
fuck.
but I ain't throwing my body up there for sale. You try.
I hope not.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't. I can't. No, I can't. Back to Countess Vaughn.
Yeah.
Because I haven't eaten.
Yeah, because I was about to have a rant about some of these people. You know, I mean, I love looking at nice bodies, but when you do it every day, your value goes down.
It does. It does. I said that too. I love looking at a nice body, and here and there I may hit you up. But
Yeah,
don't think I want to be with you.
yeah, I like
Because
to
if
say
I get
nice.
this, if everybody gets to see that, this is my thing. If you can turn me on with your clothes on, you's a fucking winner.
Yes,
You're a winner.
but I gotta look at dick prints and your
What?
ass crack
Wait a
always
minute.
out. You know, I'm just saying, like, if I got to see that all the time and everybody else can see, there's nothing special about it. Can you imagine Makael doing it?
No. Can you imagine you doing it?
Bitch, I have. So, I mean, I don't do that on my Instagram.
Good.
No more. So, I never done that. Y'all know y'all ain't never seen me like that.
I hope not.
I just can't. I just feel like there is value in your body. And, you know, it's okay to tease. But when you do it all the time, bitch, you done lessened your value. Your stock goes all the way down. You know. But shout out to those that flaunt it, because if you got it, flaunt it. You know. But I couldn't see myself doing it, and I don't know this number for me to answer the phone. It's probably Shakina. See what she does. What?
Excuse me, you're not supposed to eat for your sister. What I'm not doing is playing Nina. It's sit up. I'm not cooking on 10 of these pork chops.
I told. What the fuck did you tell me? You said leave them and throw them out or cook them or whatever. Leave some out. I'll bake.
I didn't realize it was cooking. I'm not
All right, but look, clean
Well, who
them.
makes 10 pork chops?
I told her to throw out some of them, but listen, the ones you don't cook, leave them out. I'll bake them and wrap them up.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Didn't she try me?
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of
Talking
pork
about I'm not
chops.
Nina.
Well, she's
But
not.
why would you start out saying I'm not Nina?
Because Nina will go down there and cook a whole fucking smorgasbord.
You know what? I'm not gonna go there
Well,
today.
won't she?
Listen, I just want to enjoy my weekend. I just want to drink. It's starting early. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I want my butt plate. Listen,
Oh, everybody do these days. But if you think you're going, see, that's my thing. You shouldn't give your stuff up easily.
no.
Okay.
Can we go to Countess Vaughn? Because
Countess Vaughn. Stay. No, he's lying. I mean, he's not lying. This must be going around here. You got to see the shit that's in his phone. And then he gets, y'all seen at the show in the live video when I accidentally swiped. You seen how he went off at the show. So
you should have seen how he was going off before the show about his laptop.
Yeah. Because it wasn't clean. And that was just
he was telling his nephew off before the live show about his laptop.
Yes.
His nephew was thinking
and he twice
about his laptop.
But as soon as we went backstage, he touched it anyway. And bitch, I couldn't come from back there. I gotta go back and say, Richard, bring your ass back here.
Can you imagine if something would have popped up on that screen while we was on that stage? You would have
canceled. I would have canceled, dog. And back.
And that would have been the highlight of the show.
Because mind you, I had to transfer something over on one hard drive, and I said, oh my God, I hate these windows because you never know which window popped up last and what's going to be on the screen. But baby, it worked out. It worked out. Nobody got embarrassed. that. So yeah, if you in no kind of relationships, get the fuck out of them. There's no need to stay around. Now this time he threw bleach on you. You're still alive. But what if he threw something else on you and tear your skin up?
Yeah.
Tear everything up. You won't even look like you anymore.
Yeah.
Or, long story short, you could be dead.
Yeah.
And you were afraid. I want to know where these family members are. Don't tell me there's no family member not trying to get into the family. There's no man, no uncle, no grandpa, no nothing.
That can help.
Yes. Somebody is somewhere, a cousin. You know, but I'm sure this situation where some people don't have nothing. But you shouldn't let yourself become a zero in a relationship. Mm-hmm. This is not the 1940s and 30s no more. Women are working, they're making money, they're doing their thing. I don't know no woman that's not working that's just there. Now unless he's making all of this money. But bitch, if he's making all of this money, you should be putting some money somewhere. Like, don't be stupid. Shawnee O'Neal is the smartest woman. Okay. And I know she's not saying
Shawnee O'Neal, okay? Shawnee O'Neal said, bitch, I have a feeling this is not going to last. Okay. So let me save all of these coins. Okay. And she did. And she's living her
best life.
While other people are making their lives miserable.
Yeah, fighting the exes. Yeah. Who got time to be fighting the exes?
And she's getting a check off of her.
And the 5 kids. Yeah. And from the dispensary. And from Basketball Wives. Yeah. And from all these other
She's living her.
You gotta be smart.
Shaq has to keep working for a very long time.
Shaq don't gotta work no more.
Yes, he does.
Listen, you know what?
Can you imagine how much he pays her a month?
You know what I love about Shaq? Shaq is in a commercial every 3 days.
Yeah, yes.
In 5 different commercials.
Shaq's going to be in commercials until he's 80.
Well, as long as his kids is paid for, they're taken care of. Shawnee ain't saying nothing here. Nope. They don't fight. You don't never hear nothing.
No, you don't.
I respect that.
No, you don't.
She don't talk about her baby
even though she know that he was a dog when they were together.
She don't say shit.
Blast him at all. No, she don't.
She do it the right way.
She do it the right way.
Yep. You don't do that shit. You don't do that. You don't hold your child against the father. You don't do none of that stuff.
No, she don't.
You handle that with the courts. And their children will never be able to, not from my knowledge, ever be able to Google anything where Shawnee said something really bad about Shaq.
Right.
You won't see it. All these other baby mamas, like a lot of these girls out here, because you fuck somebody, you think like, oh, I got a baby by him, let me say all of these things. It's not looking good for you anyway, because then whoever the next man may come along, he ain't gonna fuck you. Why would he want to deal with you? Or you want to put out all the text messages he put in your Instagram. Do you know that my phone, I have a lot of shit saved, or I screen cap it, and I don't say nothing about nobody, not unless I had to pull up a receipt. But I ain't stupid.
Yeah.
Come on now, y'all got to be smart. Count us on, get the fuck out of that relationship, baby. You deserve much better than that, and. You know, I hope that your friends are surrounding you with love and stuff. You don't need nobody beating and banging on you, baby. Get out of that. Now with the Braxton drama, okay. Now we wasn't gonna have a whole segment. We don't need to have a whole segment. We got some tea from this. Now this is what we found out. The Braxton sisters were striking, and all the sisters knew that the strike was going to happen. But one sister in particular still decided that they were going to work because they had bills to pay. And that's Tracy Braxton. So while the sisters are striking, the show still went on, adding the likes of Flavor Flav, Phaedra Parks, I believe Natalie Nunn and Lunell, all of them. Remember when we was talking about that? I was like, can you imagine them doing a talk show a couple weeks ago? So it wasn't about a talk show. This is about Braxton Family Values. So I don't know how much Phaedra is. I mean, if Tracy is telling all their business to the girls, to these new people, but I ain't here for that. When I think of Braxton Family Value, I think of Miss Evelyn, I think of Tracy, Tony, Tawanda, Tamar, Miss E, and everybody. I think of everybody. Not just random people on the street coming on the show. And I heard that it was some stuff that's supposed to be Tracy and Phaedra having their own show or with other people on WeTV, and they're using some of the footage from that one for Braxton Family Values. If it ain't the Braxtons, we don't need it. We done known these sisters for 7 years on TV. I've been a part of 2 episodes probably. But we don't need that. And I just need... They shouldn't just air these episodes. They shouldn't have aired them at all. But Tracy, you got to get your money. And if the only way you got to get your money is through TV, I think you should have let your sisters know that that's what you were going to do. Because I found the story odd that everybody was striking and you were the only one that showed up to record. I did find that weird.
But we know that Tracy Braxton, while I see it from both sides. I see it from the sister side and I see it from her side. From her side, Tracy Braxton is not making coins the way her other sisters are.
No.
So she has to make
It gotta come from somewhere.
Yeah. And if this is the only venture or avenue that's willing to pay her, then
get that money.
I gotta get that money. I can't strike. See, Tamar has the means to strike. Tamar sings. You know what I mean? She's somebody who's gonna make money. Tony don't need to, because she got her money
And she could go on tour anytime.
You know what I mean? Tawanda's doing her thing. I don't know exactly what Trina.
Maybe Trina got some engagement.
But does Trina still have that restaurant?
Yes, she do.
Yeah.
Bar chicks.
Right.
How we forget about that?
Right. So Trina's making money. You see what I'm saying? The other women are making their money. Tracy, we don't know exactly what Tracy does other than this show. So Tracy needs her coins. And I don't know if Tracy living in a big, nice, fabulous house like the rest of her sisters. You know, she needs her coins. So, but on the other hand, I get that the sisters are like, listen, they're not treating us fair. We've been doing this for 7-8 years, and they're not willing to up our pay. So yeah, we need to strike. And Tracy, you need to be on board with us because you're a Braxton just like we are. So I get it from both ends. It's just unfortunate because when you're in that position where you got to have your bills paid, it's like, it's kind of like with the Aretha thing. I want to go to Detroit, but there's this thing at my job where it's like, I need to be there. It's kind of like, money, Aretha. Money, Aretha in the casket. Well, is she going to say hi? No. So go to work. And save your money while you're at it. Because you have to be spending money while you're driving to Detroit, right? So
Yes.
right.
I mean, that would have been a nice road trip. But again, drop those cities down where y'all want us to take a road trip to.
Right. So I get it. I get both of their sides. I get it.
Yeah. But you know what, though? If Tracy maybe could have communicated with us.
She should have.
Allegedly, because allegedly she didn't.
Right.
But,
She
you
should
know,
have.
if she didn't, what she, or maybe what this is could be done, like, look, I ain't got that much, but I'll help you with this.
Right.
Because if we all strike together, they won't have nothing.
Hell, I'm sure Trina could have gave her a waitress job at Bar Chicks.
Somebody could have booked Tracy for it.
Yeah. What? A show.
She got an album coming out every.
The way
How
she sang
get-
that, the Black National Anthem, I don't think so.
I love.
She won't be being booked on nobody's show.
Tracy Braxton.
Yeah, a comedy
Man,
show.
Solo artist.
Yeah. She's not.
Hang it up, flat screen.
Yeah, she is not being booked at nobody's.
But when she's with her sisters,
Yeah.
there's not one voice out of place.
That's right. Because they all harmonize well together. But just because you won't harmonize, that's just like everybody in the choir at church. Just because y'all sing together good in the choir does not mean that everybody can sing a solo. I told that to the organist the other day at church. I said, listen, yeah, I'm going to give so-and-so a solo. No, you are not.
No. You said no?
Yes, I did. Oh, let me tell you something. Those choir members, some of them hate me. Because after service, I will tell them in a minute. Because you know I sit up in the front and I tell them in a minute, Y'all ain't sound good.
Oh, you told him that?
I tell them that. Oh, don't have me text. I tell my organist all the time after service. Y'all sounded real good. Did it file on Sunday? Did y'all rehearse? Because you don't sound like you did. See,
why don't you
people
lead
need
the
to
choir?
understand that music is a big part of a service.
Yes, it is.
It's a big part. And a lot of times, even though the word is the main part of a church service, music can move people just like the word can. And if you are not doing your part as a choir member or as an organist, then somebody needs to tell you that. Because it shouldn't be, oh, no, somebody needs to tell you in a nice way.
All right, Simon.
Yes. Did y'all rehearse? No, we rehearsed. It doesn't sound like you didn't rehearse. And when they sing good, I always say, y'all did so good. Some of the choir members walk right past me because it was like, well, I don't want to hear what you say. But I'm going to tell you, you know, you need to sing a little louder. And I told David on this Sunday, was the microphones on? Because I could barely hear you.
Who is David?
The organist. The new organist.
Is this the young one?
No, he's an older guy.
Older guy.
He's not that old, but he's like 50. But he's a nice guy. But I said, was the microphones on? Because either the microphones was off or you were playing the organ too loud. Well, I turned the organ down some. Well, turn it down some more.
I'm gonna hear them.
Because I can't hear them. And if I can't hear them and I sit in the front, then that means the people in the back.
When are you going to be on the choir's board? Or the
That's what
director?
Ms. Laura, the choir president, tells me all the time.
Yeah.
You need to come up here in the choir. No, I don't.
And what Gracious says,
Because you need somebody.
if you can, what Gracious says.
She loves. Mikael, thank you, sir. I respect your opinion. You ain't got no choice but to. Because I'm going to tell it like it is. Let me tell you something. On Sunday, my pastor wasn't at church, right? He was on vacation. So one of our associate ministers preached. So later on in the day, his wife called me, and she was calling me about this Sunday because we're doing pictures. So then she says, I can hear my pastor in the background. So she says, Pastor wants to know how was the minister preaching. And she says, because we both know you're going to be honest. I said, yes, I am. She did a good job. Okay. So then she says, he says she did a good job. Yes.
It was a woman who preached this.
Yeah, our associate ministers are a female. We have we have quite a few female associate ministers, but they know who to call.
Yes,
because I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
just like some days I tell my pastor, no.
I remember you being upset several times.
Yes,
especially when you want to talk about the Illuminati.
Yes,
Sunday.
Yeah, because he did that Sunday. I had to tell him, you don't know what you're talking about. Don't talk about that. And then he tried to bring up the outside. Wait a minute. After service here, let me talk to you real quick. You need members like me in your church to be honest. Because then sometimes people can be real fake and go along with the flow. Everything is not meant to have an amen or a hallelujah behind it. You know what I mean? You have to be able to digest. So yeah. And if I'm honest on this show, you think I'm gonna be honest at church?
So yeah. Moving on from the Braxton drama, because Tracy's girl.
Yeah. But I see from both sides. I
do too.
can't pick a side because I feel like I understand where Tracy's coming from, and I also understand where the sisters.
But it means a whole lot. What that lady said.
But see, being transparent is key.
Yeah, because that lady said from Soul Food, when you put all the people and you make a fist, you make a mighty blood.
That's right.
And if you are willing to dance with them, while your other sisters trying to boil that fist, they know that all we gotta do is do this, and then one of them will break. One of them get away, but it means a lot because it's everybody.
Because you can't throw a good fist without the thumb.
Yeah, oh bitch, you can't even walk without a big toe. So
well, I don't know.
What trouble? Bitch, that big toe is everything.
Yeah, it is. Well, you're right. You know, my pastor did a sermon about that.
Really?
About every part of the body being important.
That's why
to the body of Christ. Oh, it was a good sermon. Just because you the toe does not mean you're not as important as the head. Because the toes, the feet needs the toes to walk.
Yeah.
Just because you have fingers don't mean you're not important. Because the hands need. Oh, it was a good sermon. It was. You know what?
But it all starts from the head because that's where the brain is at.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Well, that's what the Yana said.
Fish things from the head to the tail. So there's been a lot of killings going on in our city of Philadelphia. I mean, there's a page on Instagram called No Gun Zone. I mean, you can turn to channel 6 to see what's going on. All you gotta do is turn your Instagram and go to No Gun Zone people DMing them about a shooting or a stabbing or a murder. It's just horrible in our city right now. It just reminds me of maybe about around that year 2007. This is the year my nephew got killed, and it was always like a killing or a shooting. It was always something going on, and you just pray that it's not none of your family members. You just say, "Oh, thank God, thank God." But I remember that time it was my family. But it's reminding me of that, and this is when nobody really cared about John Street. He was just like, it was just bad for him as a mayor because he really wasn't doing what he was supposed to do as a mayor. As a lead, as a mayor, you are the leader of that city, or kind of like the president of that city because you are the top person. And I feel like when this is all going on in your city, somebody needs to step up and say something to the mayor. Because I haven't seen him tweet about it. I haven't heard him on the news going off or saying anything about it. Someone, even though like the previous mayor, Mayor Nutter, he had his ways, but when it came to the murders in this city, he did not play no games. He would step up, he would say something, he would show his anger. That's something that I always loved about him. But some people didn't like the other stuff about him. But I love that he was one of the people that said, that when I take this job, I'm going to guarantee you that there's going to be less murders. And if it doesn't happen, then I won't even run again to become mayor of this city. And he gave his promise, and that was his word was his bond. And it's only so much you can do to stop someone from shooting, but if you have more police presence out here in these streets, a lot of these shootings and killings wouldn't be happening. If you had a lot of programs for these children, because these children are killing each other. Teenage children are killing teenage other children. And if they were in programs, or if they had these Philly summer jobs like we always had, you wouldn't have time to be on the street worrying about what someone else is doing.
Let me ask you a question, but is it really the police presence? Because why is it that New York City is 10 times bigger than Philadelphia?
Because they did something about
but it's 10 times bigger than Philadelphia, but yet they don't have that type
anymore. Yeah, because
it hasn't been like that for a long time. They're doing something right
because they got 8 million people there.
Yeah,
less than 1,000.
But they have that's what I'm saying. Way more people than us. Way more people than us. But yet we are doing 10 times more killing than what they're doing.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
I think it's the police presence.
But I don't know if it's necessarily that, because I feel like whenever I come to certain neighborhoods where there is high crime, all I see is cops. Like for instance, there's a lot of high crimes in North Philly. There's a lot of killing in North Philly. And whenever I come from up where I live at to down here, you instantly see more cops. You see more cops here. You see
I
more
don't
cops
even
there.
see them like that though.
Well then because you're always in here. I drive. Remember, you talking about somebody who drives. I drive. You don't drive. So you ain't gonna never see him. Whenever I start coming down here, it's like you see right here, right here, right here, right here. It's like, oh my God, there's so many fucking cops. Like, damn, like, I don't get it. So that's why it confuses me how they're never able to catch people who commit crimes down here. How they are never around when the crimes are being committed, because there's so many of them. I'm trying to figure out, is it just the police, or is it the community needs to be a little bit more?
The community needs to step up too, because if a white person killed a cop, if the white cop killed a black person, they'll be all out there protesting and saying.
Yeah, but they don't like when you say that.
Yeah, but it's true. It's true.
Because when you say that, then it becomes
because someone needs to step up in the neighborhood and be the leader. And this is the problem.
Because remember when Bill Cosby was saying that people hated him for saying.
But you know what?
Black people hated him for saying. Yeah, he was saying the truth. But he had his own shirt,
yes, he did.
But when he was saying it, black people here hated when he said it. They hated it, and he was right.
But as a leader in your community, if something happens, you should want to stand up and say something. And you do have some people. You know what I hate though? Oh my God, I hate those videos on Instagram where it'd be like regular stuff going on, everybody freeze, and somebody walk out and start rapping. Like, I hate that. I don't know. It's just me.
I follow some.
I hate those videos. I get their message, but it means more if you could be like, listen, I'm going to have a community rally, and I want everybody out here in the neighborhood. We're going to meet up at this time, and I just want to talk to everybody. It means more when it's all together as a community, because you got people from different cities or different areas seeing the video, but it's not having an impact like it will at home if you just reach out to these young people and talk to them.
But see, social media, and I follow somebody. Yeah, because I follow somebody who does that, and he's a rapper. But see, the thing is, it may get on your nerves, but it's actually reaching people, because you got to think about it too. Social media is powerful, and not only that, a lot of these young guys listen to rap. They want to be rappers, and so this is how you can get some people. You got to meet people where they are. Sometimes you have to go where they are. And social media is where they are, and then rap music is where they are. So I don't think, I mean, it may not work for you, but I think it's a good start, because there's one guy that I follow. He's been featured on Fox News. They feature him all the time, and his videos are really, really good and powerful, to the point that he's actually used some real life Philadelphia police officers in his videos. And he does a great job with it. He does. But it's like, we need more people like him, and he's young. He's only in his 20s. We need more people like him out there. Somebody in his age group out there. We need more of him out there, because it's reaching somebody. The only thing is, the sad part is, it's not reaching enough people. It's not. Now these people.
Go ahead. Get your fucking dogs!
I don't live here. I don't live here.
Alright, we don't went from cats to fucking dogs. Yeah! Cats don't fucking meow like they're not saying eat. Or to want something.
But they should have me fucking weird.
Yeah, look, the dogs. I hate them. Bitches. All, you know what?
They make me mad.
Yeah. But yeah, so I get that. I just, with me, I feel like, you know, you can get these, play basketball with these young people. Do something. Something has to be done. Parents, y'all need to step it the fuck up, because there's too many parents out here making babies and don't know what the fuck their children are doing.
Yeah.
At 3 o'clock, what are your children doing?
Like for instance,
yeah,
this young boy who just was killed, this 14-year-old. I'm trying to figure out why was he outside after midnight?
Yes.
Because, you know, I was at a funeral yesterday, and one of the deacons at my church asked me, were you ever allowed to be outside after midnight at 14? I said, hell no. I remember I got my ass kicked one time. I never forget. Me in the movie Baby Boy that will always be synonymous with me getting my ass kicked the night that I went and snuck to the movies to go see that movie. I went to the movies, mind you, that was in 2001. I think I was like 14, maybe 15 on that year, but I was 14 at the time. I went to the movie with my friends.
15, you could be 15.
Yeah, well, who knows? I went to the movies with my friends. And after the movie we went to go see was over, we snuck in to go see Baby Boy. Now, I was supposed to be home at a certain time. I came home 2 hours later, after midnight. And you know what? My father, who's an old school father, was sitting in the dark in our living room, waiting for me to walk through that front door. And he whooped my ass. And guess what? I never, ever did that again. Ever! We don't have that no more.
Yeah.
Why is a 14-year-old out after midnight? 14-year-olds shouldn't even be out after 10 o'clock. Because there's nothing going on outside for you at 14 after 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, even at 16, I mean, that's when I probably started. You know, I started early.
Who's that welcome to stuff?
I don't know. But I started my late night ventures around that time. And then 17, bitch. At 17, I was one you couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah, no.
But these young ones, no. If I was outside, because when, you know, we would be on the block. In the projects, you got a block. First of all, you know, bitch, when that street light come on, you supposed to be in the house.
Yeah.
But if everybody outside, like, bitch, I was lucky to go in the house at 10 o'clock. On the block, because you're on the block with your neighbors and there's lights everywhere. Like, ain't nothing crazy going on. If my mom like, all right, then it would be like, okay, I can sit outside till 11. Bitch, as like every year I got older, I could stay out a little bit later. But all of that walking the streets, oh no. You better be on this fucking porch. Because at that time we had a porch. All right, I'm going in the house.
I don't even want to walk the streets at my age.
Yeah.
It's nothing to walk. It's not.
First of all, I don't walk North Philly streets after a certain time.
Well,
I don't play those games.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not
that.
great. And if I do, I look like a bum. Like I don't have nothing.
Yeah.
Because, bitch.
Let me tell you something.
One thing I value is my life.
I never understood when, of course, because when you growing, when you're younger, you think you're grown.
Yeah.
So you be like, yeah, I want to walk the street. But now that you are grown, you be like, there is nothing out there to walk.
No.
I'm going in the house.
If I'm not downtown, I don't walk the streets. And downtown, I feel safe. That's why I don't understand how people be so bold doing the stuff they do downtown, some of these people, because there are cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
And they will catch you.
Yeah.
They might act like they don't
I
got
never forget that I saw this guy one day. I was across one side of the street, he was on the other side. And you know me, I'm very observant. And I see him walking towards me, and he's across the street. He's not doing it to me, but he's doing it to the people across the street. And I'm like, I know I didn't see what I just saw. And I looked again, and he kept going out there.
Oh my God.
He was one of those flashes downtown.
Oh, you see them everywhere.
Yeah, and then I ended up seeing him on the news recently, maybe about 2 years ago. He had flashed these girls up near my school. I mean, not my school.
so he's
near my house.
everybody.
Yeah, he's been flashing people for a long time, and they caught him on the sub because he had ran and got on the sub. But get this, he used to work at this IHOP that I used to go to.
I thought he was about to say he's one of the subway workers that work. But somebody that worked for the subway.
No,
that
he was a cop. Yeah, he was a cop. I used to see him all the time. And let me tell you something. I never would have thought in a million years
that he would be doing something
that
like
he'd be
that.
doing something like that,
Yeah.
and was bold too,
Mm-hmm.
looking in the camera and everything. That's a shame. You lost a good job
Yes, SEPTA is a great
because he was a
job.
SEPTA police officer. Lost a great job, pension, all of that by doing something like that.
Pulling your dick out on the train.
Yep. And letting somebody record you do that. And I mean, the person who recorded, I still don't know if it was a man or woman who recorded him, but they got his whole face and everything. And if you come across the video sometimes on the internet, you'll see comments saying, oh my God, that's the guy who worked, because he used to always be up at Broad Island. Yep. Because I used to always see him up there when I used to catch a train. Big
How
tall
we go
guy.
from that?
Just stop the killings.
I just think, yeah, everybody needs to step it up. The mayor, you need to step up. You are the leader of this city, and you haven't said nothing. Last time I heard anything about you trying to tell Jay-Z he can perform here on the Parkway.
Yeah.
But you trying to please those people that live off the Parkway.
Yeah.
Bitch, that
And
makes
colored folks.
Okay. This been going on for 6 years, and yes, this city makes a lot of money,
Yeah.
and he generated a lot of money for this economy.
I'm trying to figure out why those color folks don't complain about July 4th.
No, they don't.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
They don't complain about that, America's birthday.
Yeah, because you see little hip hop artists come, and it's more of them than us that's down there.
Yeah.
I think.
It is. Because they love. Their kids love us. Because that's who's down there, their kids.
So we're doing something right. But these Philly killings, they gotta stop. No city is going to be violence free. But parents, you gotta step it up. You gotta talk to your children. That means men and women talking to their children about not wanting. Stay away from drugs, stay away from guns, stay away from people. I remember my mom would tell you, stay away from this person, don't be with this person. I don't hear that no more.
No.
The kids don't have a curfew, they do what they want to do. Bitch, I could go outside at a certain time and there still be kids outside.
Still be kids, including his nieces.
No, they don't. Now, you don't gonna play with me because you don't see my nieces out there. What they do is they on that fucking phone, which I hate, and they on some app called House Party. And I need to find out what it's about.
I was on there one day. They
Yeah.
need to not be off on.
But they're not
You need to
doing
let
nothing.
their
See?
mothers. You don't know what they're doing. You need to let their mothers know
Well,
that they shouldn't have that on their phone.
Listen, let me tell you something.
No, they don't let me tell you nothing. They don't need to have that on their phone.
I think that apps that, I'm gonna be honest.
Because what's the name is a little too grown. Yeah.
Boo. All of them too fucking grown. But,
Okay.
I would like to hope not that nobody's.
No, I don't think nothing
because
nasty. No, it's not nasty. It's not always associated with being nasty.
I know.
It's just that you are too young to be on certain things.
Yeah.
Point blank, period.
But I mean,
Because everything is not to be associated with nasty.
I agree
That's
with
how
that.
people become grown too fast.
I agree with that. But I'm gonna say this: apps that are meant to be what they're supposed to be meant for. I think that teenagers, most of them use them in the right way, but we as adults, we don't use them in the right way. And that's why we think that, oh, if we're doing that, then them motherfuckers are doing
Because
that.
9 times out of 10
They are, and I hope.
Because you know why? Because at some point we were teenagers too.
Yes,
and I remember what I used to get in MySpace.
But see, even as an adult, it took me a while. I wasn't doing nothing crazy on MySpace. But what I would do with how I could tell if someone was down or not is I can just go through your friends list. And if I know this person, I know several of these people. Oh yeah, well this person is just like on Facebook. Okay, you are friends with someone, but I don't even say. I'm not bold enough, but I don't go off and hit nobody inbox up and say nothing crazy.
We're not talking about that.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about from my MySpace. Because my MySpace days,
I had a lot of people
I wasn't afraid to inbox nobody.
You wasn't?
I wasn't.
No, neither was I. But I wasn't. I was receiving everything.
But then, no, that's kind of what it's going to be. Let me see what you're going to say. What are you going to do? Oh, no, bitch, I don't do that.
See, we still ain't on the same page. Because I'm talking about people who used to send me on there.
That's not nothing different. I've done a lot. Let me tell you something about who's friends with who. You gotta remember.
I ain't talking about.
You gotta remember. You're younger than me. It wasn't no pictures. It wasn't no pictures. We was being up. Okay.
Oh yeah.
It was no pictures.
It was
no
pictures.
And I thank God.
I think that's still here. Yeah. That's a testimony, right there. Because the way people are getting killed for meeting somebody else.
Thank you, God. I'm still.
Yes, sir. No wonder why you spend so much time in the house now. Because you done been in all the houses.
You're trying
You
to.
don't need to go no more.
No, I just don't have. This city is getting tired. I see the same girls.
See, when you've allowed, you're like a runner car. Everyone has driven.
Oh, you will not do that because everybody has not driven me. Everybody has not messing around with me. I've met people just because I meet you don't mean we having sex. But if I met you from a certain time, oh yeah. First of all, I gotta listen. You got to know what this is about. Okay, if you mean for anything,
yes. Well, I'm not meeting you for coffee from a site called Jack. That's the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know
how many people?
No. I could write a book. But I'm gonna tell you, y'all.
What site have you met more people from? Jack, Grindr, or Tinder?
Nobody from Tinder.
Okay.
Rarely from Grindr.
Mostly from Jack.
Jack.
Okay.
But see,
have you met it's a different quality on Jack?
No, I think that most people. First of all, let me tell you what
Do they tip you from Jack?
Tip, bitch. I let the girls know from the beginning.
Yeah.
That DL shit, that shit is dead. Everybody wants to be DL. I'm DL. I didn't even know that people still DL 2018.
Yeah.
It is crazy. But they are, and ladies.
Well, majority of them, if they have a girlfriend or wife, they are DL.
No,
because they have
people just want to be DL. It's the app life is basically.
You can't be DL on an app.
An app, yes.
Yeah,
the app is basically a fantasy. So, let me tell you what they want.
Yeah, tell me, because I don't know.
You gotta have a real nice body. First of all, my because I do have Jack. My shit say, bitch, 6-pack not available. So if you want him, okay. You better know.
You gotta have a real nice body, not you.
Bitch. Oh no, bitch, you try it.
Okay. Next.
No, because I don't have a problem getting hit up on Jack.
I know you don't.
So, but I'm just saying.
But all the nice bodies are not available.
Bitch,
they have to
you're trying it. No, first of all, it's so much like a It's so what is it? No, you're trying it. What is it? It's like a you're like catfish. It's so much catfish going on. That's why I don't hit nobody up. I don't hit nobody up. It's too much cat. First of all, I don't play those games because if I'm going to meet you, if I decide we should meet up, I gotta FaceTime you
to make sure it's you.
Yeah, and then what I do is once I have your picture, I send your picture to a friend.
Yeah,
and say this is who I meet. This their number. So
why you ain't never send me no pictures?
Because bitch, you don't even know my fucking business, bitch. I trust you with some things, but then there's some things I don't trust you with, bitch. Because you might be like, look what Captain showed me. Because I know you. He's one of them bitches. Look what's in my phone, bitch.
Now look for Kevin's going to me.
Yeah, but at least
I'll be
it's
sitting
not
there.
having you. My family will know because you tell.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely tell.
No, but Brandon
Well, Kevin said he was meeting this person. Y'all know him? Who is it?
But when I was at my thottis, I was like, I have to change. I have to chill, and I chilled. And then I had a friend. I'm not gonna say his name. I had a friend who really like came out, not came out late because I already knew he was queen, but he started really like having his experiences like his mid-20s. Mm-hmm. So as I'm slowing down, he's just doing all kinds of stuff, and it's kind of like he'd be like, you don't ever tell me nothing. Mm-hmm. You don't ever say you do. You're like, bitch, because I'm old. Because now I'm looking at you like, you is just bro. But I had my whole day. Mm-hmm. So I'll just be like, I just want you to slow down and be careful. Because it started to get scary a little bit. I'll be like, bitch, I don't even know. Like, I was nervous about stuff. And like, So then they be like, you want to take the test? And be like, no. Like, I was scared. Like, I don't need nobody. I go out of town. Like, bitch, I don't want to find out of town. But I did find out of town. And that was the scariest fucking day. Because I was like, I done did some things. I done did. And I just thank God. I thank God. It's just a blessing. Whether you have disease or not, it's still a blessing to still be here. Because as long as you're here, there's something you can do about your health. Yeah. And you can prolong your life. First of all, it's rare to hear that someone just passed just like that from a disease. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your body. Your body is a temple. And you don't enter nobody else's temple without protection. You can't be doing no stupid stuff. Yeah. We all have to be careful. And like we all have to give, I don't care if you're married or not, I think we all need to be careful. Because there's so many, but I don't want to put doubt on nobody's relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because
but you also don't want to put doubt on nobody's life either.
Yeah, it's just not right.
I get what you're saying.
But we all need to be careful. And if you're going to get tested together. Because I could sit, bitch. I'm going to talk about experiences.
But we're not going to talk about your experience that's going on.
I know, yeah. But I'm just. This has been a good video.
Yeah,
and some of this stuff getting cut out because I'm not putting all this out there.
All right, well, let's keep moving. One more topic because it's long.
I just want to give a shout out to Janet Jackson. 20 million video views in 1 week
for her
new video, her new song, Made For Now. You're trying to. Because I sent Makael the video, he's going to say, what in the Universal Circus? No, he is true. Let me tell y'all, this is one of her best videos, the most colorful videos since Together Again.
Have you ever been to a Universal Circus?
Yes. Yeah. Not in about 20 years.
Just say no.
Yeah, I have been.
Just say.
But they still look like they got the same people. The midget's still there, right?
I don't know, but you know that's how colorful they are. Like the video.
You're trying.
And they all.
But what I love about the video is it mixed Afro-Caribbean and Latin. It's like
she looks really good in
African things, African and Latino, Afro-Caribbean. All of that is together as one. I love it. She's happy. First of all, she's happy as fuck. The people are enjoying themselves. I like how the video is shot. I just love the video. But bitch, I'm just gonna love if I make it to the show October 2nd. Everybody talking about let's get tickets. I have to go to the show on October the 2nd in Atlantic City. I really want to go see Janet Jackson. I don't think I need to be in the front row. I just want to be there to experience it. First of all, I don't want to spend $250. Then again, I want to be in the room, and I just want to just experience that again. Like this is, to me, this new Janet right now. This is different from the Janet that we seen in Philly last year in Atlanta. Like now, she's putting out new music. She's just more open about everything.
I feel like you say that every time she comes out with something. Because I've heard this same tune when she came out with her last album.
What album? No, that last album, I didn't say like she was open and stuff. Because
I've heard you say this before.
It didn't feel like that then. To me,
this is deja vu because everything you're saying I've heard you say before about
this didn't feel like that. Like this time, like when Janet made that last music, the last album, that was for her fans. Now, like she's doing.
She was more open.
because it was for the fans. Like she didn't.
Who else is
them.
listening to it?
But now I feel like she's more open. Like
Yeah, but I'm
she's
saying open to her fans, because I don't give a damn what she's open about.
I feel like she's more open to everyone embracing her. Like it's like I don't even give a fuck.
Oh,
if
you
you're a
mean?
fan or not.
Oh, okay, okay. Now I understand what you said, because I thought you meant like more open, like she's more open, like telling us what's going on.
No, she hasn't really said anything yet because I haven't watched the interview.
I'm surprised you. Never mind.
But I feel like she did the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Mm-hmm.
She did a whole different. I mean, she fucking killed that performance. Like she is out there. She's smiling. She's doing different shit. I haven't listened to her interviews because I think we're gonna interview her one day, and I don't want her interview to be the same like us. I don't want to ask nobody no questions. But she seems like she's ready to be embraced by everyone. Like she's going to be one of the recipients of a Black Girls Rock Award. I don't remember the name, but like Janet is out there. It feels like an album is coming out. She's on Instagram all the time. She's on Twitter all the time. Like, or her team is first of all her team. Like, but she's speaking to the video like she is just like talk like bitch. Something's going on, and I feel it, and I'm just happy for her that she's ready to be embraced by everyone. Cause the last time she didn't do none of that stuff. She walked out on the stage for BET and was like, "Thank you," and left.
You
she didn't perform
because I didn't hear nothing you just said.
Yeah, I bet you gotta watch the video of her talking about Aretha Franklin. If you didn't see it, you gotta see it.
Is it it's a must watch?
Yes. Cause bitch, I wish she's. Cause you know she ain't sing. You better sing. She's like, yeah, you better sing something like. I'm like, if you want to sing, I think she's gonna sing it.
Well, you know she was.
Yeah, you try that, and that made me go back to what we were talking about. Janet ain't gonna sing no. She knows what voice can do.
Yeah,
she knows not to.
No, she's not gonna sing no. What?
But I'm so happy.
Can you imagine if any of those tributes said Janet Jackson?
What's she gonna do? A dance tribute. They're going to
Aretha Franklin ain't never. Ain't never. Baby.
I never.
She gonna sing
a Janet song. That was my song.
It's everybody's song. It's love.
I've never heard. I only heard of Daddy Yankee only because. Let me tell you how I remember Daddy Yankee. It was the day of Election Day.
I had a Daddy Yankee once.
2008. A little Puerto Rican copy. I don't even know if he's Puerto Rican. Don't get me wrong.
Oh boy, DJ Khaled.
And you, they went off of it. You gotta look at the comments.
What did they say?
They loved that part.
They loved it, did they really? I really didn't think
Yeah. But Daddy Yankee tried it because he didn't vote for Obama. He endorsed John McCain. And I never had heard of him at the time. But I always remember that name. And then when Janet put him on the side, I said, oh, that's the one that voted for John McCain. That's how I remember him. So, yeah. But they saying that, you know, I like the song. Whether he wanted it or not, it's cute. And the same guy that produced Say Yes with Destiny's Child produced this song. So, like, it's big things for him, too. Shout out to Harmony Samuels. Shout out to the whole team. Janet Jackson, I'm excited. And I hope to see you on October the 2nd in Philly. I meant Atlantic City, because you're not coming back to Philly. So, yeah.
Why?
That's so shady. Why you not gonna come back to Philly?
Why didn't want to come back?
I don't know. She's on tour though.
Oh, Daddy Yankee.
Yeah.
Oh,
You might get a little Yankee out of her.
ugh.
Thank y'all for watching. This has been a long ass video. This has been a long video. Thank y'all for watching. Oh my god, I'm gonna edit some parts out. But we will see y'all
No, he's not.
next week. Yes, I will.
No, you're not.
They're gonna be never before seen video. Thank y'all for watching.
Let me go down here and see who's down here.
Yeah, let's see if she brought my pork chops.